God bless America. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I am the Talk Radio Protege, and as the tax debate looms, a very timely report comes out from the Bureau of Labor Statistics that says Americans spend more on taxes than food and clothing combined. If you ever needed evidence that we're taxed enough already as Americans, this is it. And if you're not convinced by this report that taxes are too high, you're never going to be convinced. Now, as the report shows, taxes have gone up from 2013 to 2016, thanks Obama, by 41.13%, nearly half again. And the unit that BLS reports on is this consumer units thing, and they state what that is here in the article. Families, financially independent individuals, people that are making decisions with the income that they share, that they have access to. And what they determined here is that it costs these consumer units $10,000 a year compared to food, which was $7,000 a year. And somehow the average customer unit is spending $2,000 on clothing. I know I'm not spending any money on clothing, so maybe I'm not the average consumer unit, but be that as it may. 41.13%. Let's just go to the graph so that you can see it visually, and I'll zoom in as close as I can on it. There you have it. More money on taxes than on food and clothing combined. And that the food thing is what stands out the most to me, because I know about how much money I spend on food every month. It's about $100 a month. And so I thought there's no way that I'm spending, or that taxes is costing me that much money. So I go take a look at my leave and earnings statement, and sure enough, I'm being withheld about $150, $160 in taxes every month. And that just goes to show you that you don't actually know how much money taxes is costing you. Americans don't know because of this brilliant thing called withholdings on your income. If you've had to, let me say it this way. Normally you set up your withholdings when you start a job and then you don't touch it ever. So because of withholdings, no one is actually aware of how much taxes is costing them, except for the following. If you run a business, you know exactly how much taxes is costing your business. If you're self-employed, you know exactly how much taxes is costing you on your income. And like I say, if you go out of your way to read your leave and earnings statement, if it's readily available to you, then you might know what taxes is costing you, rather. Otherwise, people don't know, and that's why there's not going to be this big tax rebellion because of this report. It seems stupendously impactful that Americans spend more on taxes than on food, but it's not going to cause a stir because of withholdings. Americans might see this report and think, wow, how am I managing to still make ends meet spending more on taxes than I do on food? But I'm doing it, so it must not be that big of a problem. And that is the issue that I think we're going to have to try to overcome if we want to get tax reform through Congress.